Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's Tank and Trucker here. Well, I've looked, I've searched high, I searched low, and I think I've done it. I think I have found the worst, the ultimate, the biggest pile of trash, piece of shit, junk, whatever in the game. I found it. I've done it at last. Oh, I was going through some of the tanks and setting them up that I've recently bought, and I came across the Churchill Gun Carriage. It's a tier 6 TD, and I looks like I've owned it in the past. I had 3 matches in it, and yeah. So, what do you want to say about this thing? It should be driven off a cliff and forgotten about. If you have free experience, skip it. Don't waste your time with it. This, I usually don't badmouth many of the tanks in the game. Most of them are, they've got something, decent, something good, something bad. Um, and that's kind of the same with this one, but this is pretty much, I'd say, 98% bad and 2% good. And the only good thing that it has going for it is the penetration on the gun and the damage. For tier 6, your average or your standard penetration is 214, and your premium round is 246, which your premium's APCR. So that's your 2% of good. It's a premium APCR round. Average damage is 250. Excuse me. Reload is. Sorry. Oh, jeez, I'm tired. Long day. Reload is 7.3 seconds, the way I have it set up. Um, it has 88 frontal armor, and look how nice and flat that is. Just look at that beautiful Target. I mean, if you miss that, geez, oh Pete's, if you miss this thing here, anywhere here, just shut your computer off and, well, before you shut it off, uninstall tanks, then shut your computer off and don't ever turn it back on. I mean, this thing, I mean, that's huge. You couldn't miss this thing, I mean, a mile away. That lower plate, look at that, nice and flat. Side, nice and flat. It looks like it reminds me of a Churchill 3, Churchill 7 body. Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. Um, this thing is just, it's slow. It's like the T95 slow, but without the armor. Um, oh, I'm sorry, I can't stop yawning. Ugh. It has 88 frontal armor, 63 side, 50 in the rear. It's nice and flat everywhere, and slower than all get out. I mean, this is just, it's an artillery player's wet dream, is to see this thing lumbering across the field, because it's nice. Look how big that is from the top view. I mean, it's a nice big target. You can't miss it. It's slower than hell. Um, yeah, this thing is just, I'm sorry, it's a piece of shit. Oh, anyways, so gun traverse is 27.2. So yeah, going left. Oh, the gun moves faster than the damn tank does. And I apologize. Jeez, oh Pete, I shouldn't have done this video. I'm freaking tired as hell. Um, been driving since, well, I got up at like 3 o'clock this morning. 2:30, 3 o'clock, took off, and just been a long day. Okay, so gun depression is -10, elevation is +15, so that's okay. 1% good is the APCR round, the other 1% good is the gun depression of -10. It's got 5 and 5 for the traverse of the gun, so it doesn't move that far back and forth. So basically, you got to move the whole hull of the tank or TD in order to get a target. Dispersion is 0.33, aim times 1.83, so not too bad, not too bad. Average damage is 2,045. That's if you can hit something. Look at the survivability on this. I don't know. This is like tier 2 or tier 3 survivability. You get a whopping 650 hit points, and try not and laugh here, guys. You get a Briggs & Stratton 350 horsepower engine. Your specific power to weight ratio is 8.48. That is freaking terrible. That's beyond rotten. I'm not 100% sure what the T95s is. Oh gosh. Sorry. Again, I'm not sure what the T95s is, but I don't even think the T95s is that bad. Top speed is 25.7 in your forward and 12 in reverse. Traverse speed is 29.63. So not only does it go forward slow, backward slow, but it spins slow. This thing is a nightmare. Your concealment's good at 21.1, and your best bet's to hide in a bush and not move. Your view range is, it's up. For a tank destroyer, it's not super good. I put coated optics on it because your view range is only 376. View range is 550. Jeez. I almost don't even want to play the thing to do a complete review on it because it's just it's a stat ruiner. I mean, I'm looking at this. I played it 3 times. I got a 33% win rate. So that means I won one match out of the 3 that I played. And it looks like my average damage for those out of those 3 matches was 678. So it doesn't even look like I got many shots off. I mean, 678 with a gun that does average damage of 250. That means I only hit like an average of 3 targets per match, if that. Yeah, this thing's a pile of shit. But anyways, I'll go ahead and play a match or 2 and wish for the best. Wish me luck, guys. This is what you call a stat ruiner right here. Anyways, I'll go ahead and I'll get some gameplay set up and I'll attach it to the video. And if I'm crying at the end, you'll know what happened. So I'll be back. Hey, everybody. Well, I'm only playing 1 match in this thing. That's this for the review. I will leave it in my garage so that I continue to own every tank in the game, but I will never, ever, ever play this piece of shit again. This thing, oh my god, it is a pile of junk. Wait till you see this replay. You literally have to move. When there's a target moving across your screen, you literally have to keep moving the hull. Watch how slow it is. I mean, this Oni, I mean, I was barely keeping up with him. And I thought, well, I'm going to stay in the back and snipe. And look at this idiot. He shoots a bunch of shit. And it's just like, you know, in our team, looking at it, I thought, man, we are going to whoop the living snot out of these guys. This isn't even fair for them. We end up losing. But watch this. This thing is just the biggest pile of crap. I mean, I literally had to keep moving my hull in order to try shooting and stuff, which then every time I shot, I missed because I couldn't get shrunken on a target. Literally, this thing is a piece of crap. I did have a ping spike here and there, but watch this. So, the gun, every time I had to move it, you'll hear it move. But I was trying to get in a better position. Bulldog, he did a real good job of lighting our team. I got to give him credit. But just watch. This thing is just a piece of... Skip it. Do not... I repeat. So I missed that shot. But look, every time I go to move, I got to move the whole freaking thing in order to get a shot off. And then my reticle's big. Some of these shots, I mean, I was just kind of shooting, hoping to hit something because I mean, literally, you got to move the whole damn thing. Yeah, this thing's a piece of crap. And if you see me shoot it like way far to the left or right when I'm spinning the tank, it's just because I had a lag spike. And I'm shooting over him. I don't even think I did 200 damage in this match. This might be the worst game I've ever had. I mean, I haven't hit anything yet. I mean, there is some targets to shoot at, but look at this. By the time I get shrunk in, and gotta move the whole hull again. Gotta move it some more. Move the hull again, and I shot over too far. It was a ping. That one there was a ping spike when I shot way over like that. Five degrees to the left and right is nothing. Gotta move the whole hull. You can hear it moving the whole hull again. Moving the hull, moving the hull. Yeah, I think this might be the worst match I've ever had. Ever. And it was tier 8, so I was shooting premium rounds. And the city ends up, there's 3 mediums and a couple, I think a heavy comes through there. And they ended up just walking right through the city. Here, I thought we were going to win. I mean, we're winning 6-3 right now. We end up getting our asses just kicked. All these guys that went over this way end up dying. Like you'll see here in a little bit. It's like boom, boom, boom. All of a sudden they just start disappearing. But yeah, I mean, we're winning 6-3. For a minute, I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna start moving forward. We're stomping these guys so bad." Now it's 6-4, but we were stomping them so bad here. I thought, "Yeah, I'm gonna move forward." Well, and then I looked in the city and I saw, well, there's a heavy and there's some mediums there. Yeah, so there's 3 mediums and a heavy in the city. They just taken city, so I figured I was gonna re-engage, come over here, get set up. That way, when they come up out of the city, I'll be pre-set up and aimed in, and you know, you got to kind of guess where they're going to be. And I hate being backed by artillery. I really do. You know, I'm the one that talks a bunch of shit about, oh, look at that stupid ass. He's further back than artillery. Is he so far back he's in a different zip code? Oh my god, this thing is just the biggest pile of crap. If they took it out of the game, they'd be doing the tech tree a favor. I mean, I'm telling you, don't waste your credits on this thing. Just, you know, use free experience to get by it. And see, I gotta keep moving the whole hull because it does not. I mean, it wouldn't be worth having binocular telescopes on this because every time you turn around, you got to move the whole hull and it would disengage them. This T-32 started coming up and it had a side shot and I thought I was going to be able to hit him. Hits right on the freaking gun mantle. I'm like, of all places, it could have hit him on the right of the turret. Nope, goes right into the gun mantle, and you're not going to pen that gun mantle on the T-32. But I will never play this piece of shit again. This thing has officially been retired to the landfill of tanks. It is a piece of junk, piece of crap. It is. I'm telling you, this is the worst tank destroyer. It's the worst anything in World of Tanks I've ever played. So now they're winning and we're losing, and it just keeps happening. Now they're winning 10-7. I'm like, how in the hell did this happen? I mean, we lost all those tanks. All these tanks that were over here, dead. All of them. All of them in our FCM-50T, you know, everybody's talking shit about him. You know, they're like, oh, you're a piece of crap, worthless. Well, you know, I finally take this damn bulldog out. So I hit him in the side and didn't pen him. The only way I killed him was because the idiot ran into a building. So I got lucky there. I mean, literally, that was luck. If he wouldn't have run into that building, I'd have never been able to shoot him. And then I saw the Scorpion coming up to the right here. I didn't think I was going to get a shot on him right here. But somebody tracked him. So now, the ass puckering begins because the stupid Hellcat, I'm trying to get behind him, and that idiot's trying to go up the hill, and he runs into me. So he ends up getting killed by the Cheeto. The Cheeto Bandito Burrito. That's actually, I like the Cheeto. They taste good, too. Well, Now I'm getting butt raped here, and there she goes. Artillery finishes me off. That thing, that is the best thing that ever happened to this thing, is it sat there and burned. So I did a whopping 182 damage. I ended up shooting like, I must have shot, probably, I think it was like 13 shells, 14 shells, and I landed, well, I hit that frickin' bulldog in the side, and it didn't penetrate. I mean, it's got, what was it, 240 something? Oh, crap. 246 penetration, and didn't pen the side of that bulldog when I hit him. So, you know, and then he ran into the building, so I got a luck of the draw, and he did that, and that's the only way I killed him. And he only had 21 hit points left. And the Scorpion, the only reason I was able to get a shot on him was because when he got over here, the Hellcat hit him and tracked him, so I was able to finish him off. But they T-34-3, he hit me for 420. The FV 4202 hit me for 226, and already splashed me for 4 hit points. The Cheeto actually, I think that's got 150 pen with a standard round. That's the only way and I must have been moving, or he hit me on the side at a hell of an angle to actually block that round from pen. He must have knocked my track out, because it says 0 blocked. So, that must have been a track shot then. But, yeah, that thing is, the worst tank destroyer I've ever played. It's the worst tank I've ever played. It is the worst anything I've ever played. Now I see why I only had 3 matches in it to begin with. And, yeah, this thing, I mean, I literally, every time I wanted to take a shot at something, I had to move the hull, move the hull, move the hull. And every time you move your hull, obviously your reticle gets big. So then I'd move the hull, it would just start shrinking in, I'd have to move it again. Start shrinking in, boom it again. So, if you do buy the piece of crap, which if you do, you need to be put in a psychiatric ward, is don't waste your money putting nods on it, because they disengage every time you move your hull, and that's all I did the whole match, was move my frickin' hull. So, if you're going to do anything, do the coated optics, because obviously those stay on the whole time. But, yeah, guys, I'm telling you, skip by that thing. It's a piece of shit. It's the worst tank tank destroyer. The worst, let's put it this way. That is the worst vehicle I've ever played in World of Tanks. The worst. It is a piece of junk. So, you've been warned. You have been warned. Don't waste your credits. Don't buy it. Just free research over it if you can, or skip around it. I'm gonna have to look at the tech tree and see if we can skip it, because that thing is just a piece of crap. Yeah. So, anyways, this is Stankin' Trucker. I hope you enjoyed the video, and like I said, you've been warned. So. You guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit the like button. If you didn't like the video, hit the like button anyways. Just because you get to see me get blowed up. So you guys be safe, and I'll see you on the battlefield. And guess what? You won't be seeing me in this Churchill Gun Carrier thing here in the, if you run into me on the battlefield. It definitely, absolutely will not be in that thing. That will not be taken out of my garage ever again. Ever again, unless they do one hell of a buff on the gun arc for it. I mean, they're gonna have to bump it up to like 10 on each side, because 5, obviously, I'm just bink, bink, bink. So, but anyways, you guys be safe, and I'll see you on the battlefield.